Hey there YouTube, welcome back to another Black Powder update. Today we have the missing battery. If you happen to see my last video and you actually made it to the end, I was basically talking about me going back over all the units that I had left and just checking that everything was a-okay and just sort of foreseeing any problems that I would be coming across, like like another stand of real scrappy troops. It would take a long time to actually get ready. But basically, I basically found out after checking through that I basically had managed to miss out on artillery battery due to a mistake of using 12-pounders as these guys last time I played. Where in fact the actual reserve artillery is actually made up of 2 batteries of 12-pounders, and that's where they actually ended up going. So luckily, in my Perry's pile, I had a spare 2 guns, mainly because I ordered them and they were supposed to be horse artillery and not foot artillery. So obviously I had these guys spare, which is obviously perfect because I could use them for this project. So as you can see, we have a Perry's 6-pounder and a Perry's howitzer. The 6-pounder is firing and the howitzer is loading. So let's give you a closer look. So these are obviously basic Perry's guns with some extra figures. The extra figures come from the extra artillery figures pack. So as you can see, we have a 5-man crew for this gun instead of a 4-man that you would normally get if you were to buy the pack. And this is obviously in the process of being loaded. So basically we have the sponger guy who's literally just pulling his sponge out after it had last been fired. We have the guy with the charge in the round coming up, and we have the fuse guy putting his thumb into the touch hole so that it basically cuts off any oxygen, which could potentially reignite any embers that are left over from after sponging. And then obviously he'll put his round into the barrel, and this guy will swing his loading tool around to the loading tool side and ram that charge home. And then obviously at the back we have the chap here with, I think he's got like extra fuses in that white bag, because obviously the fuse guy can only carry so many in his little pouch there. And then we also have the torch guy who's obviously standing well away from the gun while it's being loaded. So that is the first, or the howitzer, for this particular battery. Now I'll give you the blurb on these guys in a minute. I have actually obviously written it on the bottom of the bases, but in this case, because they could theoretically be still drying a little bit, I'm going to read you off the my little cheat sheet here that I basically referred to when I completed them. So this is the 18th Company, 2nd Regiment of Ligne Artillery, and they're commanded by, the chef de battalion is Captain Jean-Etienne Guerin. So let's next go for the stand that's actually got the battalion commander on. So this is the 6-pounder. It's ready to fire. Obviously we have everyone at their firing positions. Now this is my new slightly modified stands. I used to use what would it be, 100 by 50s I think, for my original sort of light artillery, but after finding out that a lot of the time you don't actually get room to position these 2 figures here, which stand by the wheels, I actually ordered a new size of basic stand for light artillery. Now I'll give you the quick dimensions of this. I think it could be let's have a look. So these stands are 100 by 60 I think. Let's have a little check. Yep, 100 by 60. So you just get that extra 10 millimeters of extra length, or extra width rather, which of course is perfect for light guns. So again, on this stand We have basically the 4 basic crew members that come with the gun are around the gun. And then we have this chap here from the spare artillery pack, and obviously the 2 officers here and here, also from the spare artillery pack. And we have, so basically here we have 2 officers on the stand too. Now normally I only have 1 officer per battery, but in this particular case I decided to have the chef de battalion, the actual captain, Captain Guerin, actually on the space, along with the battery commander here, and he's basically holding a stopwatch, and he's basically timing the guns and conversing with the officer of the battery, who's a really cool figure actually. You can see he's got a wounded hand, and he's got a sling on, and basically the battalion chef of the battalion is timing the loading and firing of the guns. And yeah, it turned out a really cool little scene, and overall I'm pretty chuffed with them. They basically took me. I started these guys on Friday. I think I basically put most of their base colours on during the day. Now when I was on the sort of the live stream in the evening, I didn't do a massive amount of painting, but the little painting that I did do probably more or less finished off the base colouring, and I finished them off yesterday, and then this morning I literally just stuck everything down to the bases and flocked them. So today was kind of just a finishing day, because obviously you're leaving time for stuff to dry, and obviously they were varnished and stuff yesterday evening. And yeah, that completes all of the artillery now. I'm really happy. I'm very happy with how it turned out. It's nice to have all metal guns and not the. I mean, I do like the Victrix guns, which I do have, but I'm not a massive fan of the crew. And perhaps if I went back in time, I would get rid of the Victrix crews entirely and replace them with metal figures. But yeah, anyway, that's the end. Hope you enjoyed it. And I've actually got my next battalion all ready to go. I basically put them together this morning, and stuck them to their bases and stuff, and undercoated them, so they're all ready to go. And I'll probably begin those chaps tomorrow. So like I say, that's the end. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Till then, bye bye.